Hello, and welcome to a new show I'm going to do. It's about my adoration of box art. Ideally, box art is intended to sell you on the game. They're designed to stand out in a crowd, catch your eye, and make you fall in love at first glance. So romantic. I'm not alone in my adoration of these marketing vessels, so please, take a seat. Join me as we explore the wonderful world that is video game box art. I will call it the Box Art Blast. Bioshock Infinite is an excellent first step on our adventure. It simultaneously represents all of the horrible trends that are going on in video game box art recently, but also represents some good ones. This also had a controversy about its box art that allows us to explore why some paths are chosen and some paths are not. When examining the box art's face, the first thing to stick out is the angry guy holding a gun. It goes without saying this is the most overused and boring symbol ever to grace a box. Walking into any game store and you're likely to see entire walls covered with angry white dudes and the weapons they use to slaughter whatever they're angry at. Not only is the blandness of these covers aesthetically numbing, but further evidence of the creative stagnation in retail-level video games overall. As Bioshock is often used as an example of intellectual and artistic brilliance within the video game industry, it kind of rubbed people the wrong way when it was revealed that the art subject would be that of a man that is armed and dangerous. When asked about it by Wired, the creative producer of the game, Ken Levine, explained, "By the time you get to the store or see an ad, the Bioshock fan knows about the game. The money we're spending on PR, the conversations with games journalists, that's for the fans. For the people who aren't informed, that's who the box art is for." Mr. Levine suggests people who care about Bioshock already know what Bioshock is and are already intending to buy it. Making box art appealing to them would be a wasted opportunity to maximize sales of a very expensive and very risky project in an industry plagued with unrealistic profit goals. In this context, it seems perfectly reasonable. Dive a little deeper, however, and you can begin to see why this would be cause for alarm. By doing the common thing of putting a guy with a gun on the cover of their game, they are adhering to the marketing philosophy most often used in dude bro shooters, such as Call of Duty, Halo, Gears of War, and basically every other AAA game being released. The problem? Bioshock Infinite isn't a dude bro shooter. Being a narrative-focused and single-player game void of any multiplayer mode whatsoever, it doesn't take focus tests to conclude how disappointed the stereotypical dude bro would be. The box art is misleading at best, designed in such a way as to be more of a trap for the uninformed as opposed to genuinely selling the game. While Bioshock Infinite does depict an angry white guy killing things, marketing the game in such a way as to ignore everything surrounding this technical fact still seems sleazy. It's like advertising a horrible buddy action film as a family fun children's movie. Never forget, never forgive. The box art does Bioshock Infinite a great disservice, not only by misrepresenting the product, but it probably backfired and ended up with less sales. I don't have any studies or numbers or anything like that, but it seems self-evident that if you're just going to do the same thing everyone else is doing, no one's gonna pay attention to you? Maybe? By following the examples set by nearly all video games, the box art of Bioshock Infinite makes it easy to be overlooked on a crowded store shelf. Its only saving grace being its brilliant colors, which would contrast well against its darkly tinted neighbors. That's racist. Well then, socially minded aspect of my consciousness, while we're talking about social issues, why don't we discuss how weird it is that one of the main characters, central to almost every component of the game, was cut from the box art? Calling the Lutesses a central component to the game is a bit of a stretch. There's a character named Elizabeth who, while not the playable character or technically the lead of the game, is by all means the focal point of the entire narrative. But because she's a lady, she's not on the front, she is on the back, which caused a bit of controversy, as if that's saying that she's not important as angry white dude up here, even though she is very crucial to the game's plot, and in fact is probably just as important as angry white dude there. It's kind of a problem. I'm just saying, I don't want a girl on the cover. The cover has to represent the ideal male. You know, we don't want it to look gay. We're not gay. I mean, come on. Think about it. We want a really rugged looking man, handsome, maybe his shirt's torn a little bit. At the very least, the god of video game box art, the Cars, saw fit to provide us with an alternative to Bioshock Infinite's kind of lousy cover. Flip this piece of paper over. What is that? That's brilliant. It's an example of a positive trend in video game box art as of late, usually by Sony right now, where there's multiple covers. One on the front and one on the back. The presence of options is usually better than no option at all, and what a fantastic option the alternate cover for Infinite managed to be. Set to the backdrop of an eye-popping red, we bear witness to a surreal city in the sky, guarded by an oppressive mechanical contraption. It's as beautiful as it is haunting, a perfect fit for the themes of American exceptionalism the game deals in. It looks as if it were a classic novel, containing a story that'll end up demanding the attention of readers for generations. This is excellent. Now, if I walked into a game store and saw this as a cover to a game, I would purchase it immediately. Unfortunately, they decided to appeal to the frat boy demographic. Which, by the way, Irrational Games, how did that work for you? It didn't? Oh. What a shame.